Right, let's go ahead and start the front end. And actually, before we even do that, so let me go ahead and actually restart the application. And I want to show you again. So if I restart the application, there we go. And in here, if I refresh, you can see that the data is gone. So let's do the following. So in here, instead of create drop, let's just say that we want to update. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my data here, all of these 1000 students, Command C, and go back to my database, Control L, and then paste that. There we go. Now, if I reload, we have 1000 people. You can see here. Now, if I go back to IntelliJ, and here I want to change this, so DDL auto to update, and let me basically restart the application. And there we go. And if I now reload, you can see that the data now is there. So it's not deleting anything. Again, if I reload, and you can see the SQL statement as well that was executed. So reload it again, and then go back here, and you can see that this now is keeping the data for us. So let's just keep it like this for now. But if you have any issues, remember, because we are doing testing, change this to create auto so that it destroys everything and creates everything from scratch. Now let's go ahead together and start the backend. So here I'm going to use the terminal within IntelliJ, and then cd into, and then src front end, and then npm, and then start. And then this should bring the front end, and check this out. It's really cool. So have a look. So we actually have, oops, I've just reloaded by mistake, but you can see that we have a bunch of people, and we have pagination going on in the front end, and we can move between different pages, and this is looking good, right? So you can see the page as well. If I want 100, and remember I was saying, so basically this is too small, right? So remember I was saying that in the front end, in here, so if I open up the front end, and if I go to src and then app.js, so where we return the table, you can see that the pagination in here is 50, so 50 items, and then the scroll y-axis is 240. So let me change this to, let's say, 400. Save this, and then go back, and if I reload, I'm not sure whether this has done anything, so let me say 1000 for example. And yes, actually it does. So the number was actually a bit small, so 500, and you can see that basically I'm getting more room here. But the reason why I did that is because I'm actually zoomed in. So let me just keep it like this. So I think this is a good view for you. And to be honest, there you have it. We managed to connect to our database, which is running using Docker. We also used Spring Data JPA and also ntier. So here, so remember we have this student repository, and basically all we have to do is just have this interface, extend JPA repository, pass the student the data type of the ID for this student, and then in the service we can call methods such as find all, so on and so forth. But as I said, if you want to learn more about Spring Data JPA, go ahead and check the Spring Data JPA course that I have. So there I teach everything you need to know about Spring Data JPA, which is amazing. I gotta be honest, it's really, really good stuff. So in the next section, what we're gonna do is basically we want to have a button somewhere around here where we can click and then add a student into our database.